Hello and welcome to this sneak peek. In the next 2 or 3 minutes, you'll get a taste of what we'll be covering in the next edition of Signal or Noise, the August reporting season preview show. Panel, here we go. Analysts and brokers expect earnings growth will be about 10% for fiscal year 25. That's well up from the minus 3% for fiscal year 24. Dr. Shane Oliver of AMP, what do you think? Is that a signal or noise?
Well, it's a signal. If it doesn't come to pass, the market will have trouble.
Okay. Aaron Vinstead from Lazard, what do you think? Signal or noise?
I'm going to say signal, but as always, as a stock picker, you've got to be selective.
Correct. Good answer. David Cassidy, Wilson's Advisory, is that a signal or noise to you?
Signal, but agreed, devil's going to be in the detail.
Yeah, absolutely. So, second question now. The percentage of companies that improved their earnings during the February reporting season was just 50%. Aaron, is that a signal or noise to you?
I'm going to say signal.
Yep, okay. And why is that?
Companies driven by earnings.
Yeah, of course. David, what do you think? Signal or noise to you, and why?
Yeah, signal. I think it's pretty even-handed at the moment. Some companies are doing okay. Some are struggling.
Okay, Shane, for you, signal or noise?
Well, it's signal when it happened. This was back in February, but since then we've moved on. So the question is whether that continues. But it does tell you that that companies were struggling over the last financial year.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Question 3. Everybody's favourite topic in this country, that's not property, dividends. Dividend payouts from ASX companies totaled $34 billion in February. Gentlemen, if you had to hazard an educated guess, will that figure be higher, lower, or about the same this August? David?
About the same, I think.
Okay, about the same. What do you think, Shane?
I'd say fractionally lower, simply because earnings will be down and companies often tee off their dividends from that. But not dramatically lower, because I think there'll be a degree of optimism about the future. So that's companies trying to smooth things. So I'd say fractionally lower.
Fractionally lower. Okay, Aaron, what do you think?
I'm going to say lower, and I'm really going to look to the big, profit and dividend generators of energy and iron ore behind that call.
All right, there are your 2 sectors to watch. Gentlemen, what is, if you've got it, what is one question you want answered this reporting season? Shane?
My big question is how the Australian consumer is going. That is critical to the economy, and so far consumer sector profits have been okay-ish, a bit rough for staples, a bit better for discretionary. Question is, can that be sustained?
All right. Aaron, one question you want answered this reporting season?
I want to know where people buy these really big mattresses, because clearly the consumer had a whole bunch of money shoved underneath, way more than we all thought. They've held up really well.
Well, the trouble with the big mattresses is they're so heavy you can't. It's hard to make the bed. So once you get the money stuffed under there, it's very hard to get it out.
Oh, very good. Okay. David, what do you think? Have you got one question you want answered this coming reporting season?
I think, can the banking sector justify the huge increase in share prices we've seen, with CBA being the bellwether for that?
Yeah, and CBA does report in cycle as well. Finally, gentlemen, tell us one stock or sector that you are keeping a close eye on this reporting season. Aaron?
Domino's. We've had so many downgrades, but the share price is falling less and less each time. Are we finally getting towards the bottom?
Yeah, or are we finally going to get an earnings upgrade maybe too? David, what do you think? One stock you're keeping a close eye on this reporting season?
I think CSL. I think it'll be the best CSL result for some time.
Okay. Shane, one sector then for you then?
Sector for me, consumer sector. That's critical to the economy, and obviously I really want to see how the consumer is holding up through this period of high interest rates and cost of living pressures.
And keeping cash under heavy mattresses, apparently.
That's right.
If you enjoyed that, you can join David Cassidy of Wilson's Advisory, Aaron Binstead of Lazard Asset Management, Dr. Shane Oliver of AMP, and yours truly, Hansley of Livewire, for the next edition of Signal or Noise.